Alright, as most of y'all probably done figured out from the last video, we are back in the woods. As you can see, I'm back in Kentucky. I couldn't help it. My unhuman nature, truck driving nature, it got the best of me. So I did what I always do. I just got in the driver's seat and hammered down. That wasn't what I was planning on doing, but that's just how I do it. But that's the good thing about this life. You can travel any way you want. I don't have to do it the way YouTube says you should do it. And you don't have to travel the way I say you should do it. You travel and explore and, sightsee or live a nomadic life the way you want to do it. And this, a lot of people probably don't agree with it. This is just how I do it. I get from point A to point B, and it's not a whole lot in between. I mean, sometimes, believe it or not, there's still mosquitoes out here. There's sometimes that I do miss kind of like sightseeing stuff in the middle, but I don't know. For me, now I'm just speaking for me, not everybody else, but for me, that stuff, by myself, that stuff's kind of boring. I mean, yeah, a lot of things you see on the road are cool, and it's neat, but, it'd be more fun with somebody else. Now this, like where I'm at right now, I'm back in the woods. The beautiful hills of Kentucky, I'm back in the woods. Now this I like. I don't have no problem with this. But as far as going and seeing a statue in the middle of downtown, wherever, yeah, I just don't like doing that stuff by myself. So, anywho, that's what's going on. I'm sure most of y'all figured it out. I mean, it's pretty easy. But now, how long am I staying here? I don't know. I'm not even going to try to say, not even going to try to make any plans, because every time I do, you know what happens. I do know I got to take care of my yearly business, pay taxes, license vehicles, few little odds and ends I need to take care of before I can go anywhere. But once I do that, I think, now obviously this isn't written down in stone because as soon as I do, it'll change. But I think I'm going to hang around here in this area for a little while, just kind of slow down, just be a bum, actually, actually be a bum for a while. Not a long time, 2 or 3 days or whatever. I mean, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, I don't know. But I do want to I do want to go back to Florida. That's pretty close, I can get to the state line in about 600 miles, 550, something like that. Now, the further I go, the more miles it is, obviously. But as far as like Panama and Fort Walton Beach, that general area, 5, 6. Well, Fort Walton Beach would be about 670 or something like that. But yeah, I can get there in one day, easily one day. So I'm kind of wanting to go back to Florida this winter. I thought about going out west of the desert. And under different circumstances, I probably would have. But because of this little snafu with my debit card, since I had to come all the way back here, I'm not going all the way out west. That's 2,000 miles out there and 2,000 miles back. So probably not going to do that this year. Side note, I did get my debit card taken care of today. We got a new one. We're back in business. But anyway, yeah, that's what's happening. That's what's going on. And hang on, let me get you and show you a little bit. So I'm back in one of my old spots. This is hunting season around here, and I'm really surprised the hunters haven't got this spot. I didn't look at anywhere else because I know some of my other ones are in the middle hunting areas, and I know they're taken. There ain't no doubt in my mind. But I'm back in this one. This one here I used all summer. I pretty much wore this spot out. I was here 2 or 3 times a week. I try to rotate, but this summer I just kept getting drawn back to this one. Well, I was working that job, so this particular spot was convenient. It was close to where I was working, and easy in, easy out. Wasn't 15 miles down the forest road or nothing like that. So anyway, yeah, I'm back at one of those spots. Probably gonna hang out here. I just got here about an hour ago. It's the end of the day. The sun's right there. It's setting pretty fast. That time change. It'll be dark here in a few hours. But yeah, I'm probably gonna hang out here all day tomorrow. I'll spend tomorrow night, and then I need to go to. God, watch what I say, because people are crazy on the internet. I gotta go to the town where I consider home base. I'm not actually in the area that I live in. I'm just, I'm within a driving distance of it. But I need to go back to my actual hometown that I live in or based out of. I don't guess I really live there anymore, but that I'm based out of, and take care of some, like I said, the end of the year stuff, license vehicles. And I say vehicles, it ain't like I got a car lot or nothing, but I got that. I got Yoda in the motorcycle. I need to get license plates for them, or a little sticker that goes on the plate. Oh yeah, I got the white van, which I'm not going to license it. I think I'm going to retire that old girl. Don't know if I ever get it back on the road again or not. But anywho, I got to pay taxes on it. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Hang out here a day or two. Possibly 3, I don't know. I want to drive to my home base, my town, and get all that taken care of. And there was something else I need to do. And I can't remember what it was. Pay taxes and license. And I don't know. I'll think of it. I better remember it before I get there, because this is a one-time trip. But anywho, that's what's going on. I'm going to get settled in here, cook some supper. I haven't eaten since 5 o'clock this morning. So I'm hungry. I think I got some pork chops. I'm going to cook them up, have a little pork chop supper, and probably sit around and be fat. Anyway, more likely I'll see you tomorrow or whenever I take off to my little hometown. But anyway, I'll see you then. All right. We are up early. Well, I wouldn't say too early. It's 20 till 7, but that's early enough. But we're headed to, well, I almost said it again. I can't say it. We're going to get on the road and drive. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. I'm sorry. But we're going to drive about 2 hours to my home base, my town that I use for my residence. Well, I used to live there, but I don't technically live there no more. I'm just there on paper. But anyway, that's the whole I don't know why I'm getting off into that. It's my home base, so I'm headed there about an hour and 45 minute, 2 hour drive. I don't know. Take care of some business, pay some taxes. Like I've said 45 times already, licensed vehicles. All that good old stuff the government requires us to do to be free in this country. Don't get me started on that mess. You're free as long as you give me money every month. Well, yeah. Nope. Whatever. I ain't had my coffee yet, folks. I'm not a morning person. So anyway, that's what we're doing. I'm not going to show you any of the area. Just got to keep my privacy, Sorry it has to be like that. It's because folks are the way they are. And I'm not saying everybody. I've got a lot of good followers. I actually know a lot of you personally. I've met you. So I know you're good people. But there's a few, and I'm not even saying my followers, but there's a few people in this world that, they're miserable, so everybody else is going to be miserable. So I got to keep my personal life private. Can't let nothing slip out. And on that subject, I was watching some videos last night, so it just made me think of something. You always see everybody covering their license plate, and in the videos they got the license plate blurred out. That don't matter one cotton picking bit. I don't care if my license plate shows. You drive down the road every day with your license plate showing, and 99.9.7% people cannot use that information whatsoever. They have no way of getting that information. Now I know there's a few of you out there who are probably employed by the police department, or you know somebody, got a family member, husband, wife, son, whatever, who is. Now you can call a few favors and get some information out of it, but on average, I feel another sneeze coming. Ooh. On average, nobody's able to use that whatsoever. So I don't worry about covering it up. I laugh every time I see people doing it. They go through such extreme, conditions to get that license plate covered, but yet you drive, 20,000 miles down the interstate with it just flapping in the wind. What's the difference? All right, that's the end of that rant. I'm gonna put this camera down and do some driving. Man, these woods are pretty, ain't they? Leaves are changing. I miss the real bright colors. I didn't get down here in time to see the bright colors, but they're still colors, so that's good. That's better than nothing. But I'm gonna cruise on down the road, go take care of business today. Then we're gonna, I don't know. I thought about staying in that area. I don't know. I more likely I'll come back to the woods. But either way, I'll see you this afternoon. All right. We got a running done. We're back out here to the forest. Well, we're just now entering it right now, but it's been a pretty long day. I'm ready to park. It's been a long week. I drive too much. I don't know why I do this to myself. There's the big welcome sign. But yeah, I'm gonna go find a place I can camp long term, not be bothered. I got one in mind. It's hunting season, folks. There's all the hunters out here. And you gotta watch these crazy people that come around the curves in the middle of the road. But all the hunters out here, so I've got a couple of spots in mind, but I want to get way off where, I just need some me time. I'm wore out. I've been hammering miles out, and I've done it to myself. I'm not denying that. I didn't have to fly down here. It's just in my nature to do it. But anywho, that's the plan. I'm gonna get in here. See them bagels parked beside the road. There's some hunters. You gotta find a place the hunters ain't at. But anyway, I'm hungry. I want to get down here. I got a camp in mind. I'm hoping the hunters don't have it. There's a 85% chance they do. But I'm gonna try it anyway. It's a pretty good drive to it, but I want to get, like I said, way off to where shouldn't be bothered. That's the plan anyway. I don't know how it's gonna work out, but anywho, that's what we're doing. We're back in the forest and we're gonna find us a long-term camp. So I'll see you here whenever I find a place. All right, we're getting back here to one of my old camp spots. Some of y'all will recognize this once we get back in here. Oh, hang on, I see a car coming out of the woods. There was somebody coming out of this road as I was wanting to turn in it, so that means there's probably going to be people back here, because that was a hunter. But if I can still get to my camp spot, that'll work for me. Anyway, like I was saying, some of you that's been with me a long time, I recognize this spot. We use it quite a bit in the summer. This is one of our way off the beaten path spots. It takes quite a bit of time to get here. Sorry about that. We're going up a hill. That's the reason he was looking at the trees. But I'm gonna work on getting back here. Then if we get the spot and get settled in, I'll come back to you. Well, we got it. I don't know how, but we got it. There's the old big green van. So, I met a hunter coming out. Well, I guess there was. It was a car coming out of this road, and he had an orange hat on and everything. I don't know. He might have been riding around. But there's 3 other vehicles parked on that gravel road right there, which is about 6 miles long. So that's not bad for that amount of distance. But it dead ends back here at the water. And I see deer here all the time because they come out of the woods to go get them a drink. So I'm really surprised there's no hunters camped right here. But on the other hand, you don't camp at the spot where you're trying to hunt at, because you'll disturb the deer and they'll leave. So I guess that makes sense now. But anywho, I've got all my running done for the time being. I mean, I went and paid all my taxes, got all my vehicles licensed, took care of a few other personal business things, went by the little storage thing I have and grabbed a few stuff. Got my metal detector and a few little other things that I don't have room for. And because I'm thinking about going down to Florida, and I want to metal detect the beaches while I'm down there. still, that's not a plan. That's just an ideal. Don't know if it'll happen. But what I do know is going to happen today is I got to straighten inside the van up. I did laundry today also. Got to fold it, put it away, straighten up, do things like that. Clean house, so to speak. And probably either this afternoon or tomorrow morning early, I'm going to change the oil in the van. Now, technically, you're not supposed to do it out in national forest or state forest or parks, anything like that. That's a big no-no. That's one of the reasons I come way out here, hoping chances are nobody will bother me. And I'm responsible. I don't just pull the plug and drain it on the ground or nothing like that. I got a catch pan, I drain it in, and I put my new oil in, and I take my old oil and put it in the jug that my new oil came in. And the next time I'm in town, I go to O'Reilly's or Walmart, they'll take used oil for free, so I'll drop it off. So before any point fingers, yes, it's a no-no to do that out here, but I'm responsible about it. I do my part to take care of this place because I really enjoy coming out here and using it. But when you travel full time, you don't have a driveway or garage to do stuff like that in. You gotta do it where you can. And I have been known to do it right in the parking lot of O'Reilly's. I've done that a bunch of times. And I thought about doing that today, but I just want to get out here and set up camp. I'm kind of wore out from driving home and running around I had to do when I got home, and then running I did today. I just want to park for a while. Just want to take 3 or 4 days and do nothing. Anyway, that's what's going to happen. I'm going to hopefully sit here and do nothing. So I'll see you guys maybe this afternoon, tomorrow, whenever I do. We'll try to, in case you don't know how to pour oil in the engine, I'll show you how to open a jug and spill it all down the side of the motor. Okay, I'll see you whenever I see you. All right, I got everything put away. Got my laundry put away. That's always cluttered up. I ain't worried about that. I mean, this is about as good as it gets. It's the best you can do with a small space. I got to find a place to put my metal detector, carry bag, and pinpointer and all that. It's not going to stay right there. Just for right now it is, but once we travel, I got to find a place to put it. I don't want to be something else I got to move, put back every time I try to do something. I want to find some kind of hook or something. I can hang it right there maybe. I don't want to put it up front. It'll be in view. That there was $800. And then the pen porter. Them pen porters are cheap. I think I paid $70 for it, $80. But yeah, that metal detector. Well, you can get that same metal detector. They're like phones and computers and everything. They drop in value every 3 days. When I bought that I've had that 2 years. Let's see. Yeah, 2 years. Anyway, when I bought it, it was $780 or $69, $89. We'll just round it to $800 tax and everything. You can get that same one now for about $530, $527. I seen them here not too long ago online. I like that one. I'm just going to say every year, but not every year, but every so often, if the money is allowed, I always upgrade to the next, because that's electronical technology. They're improving it every day as we speak, just like phones and everything. So when money was available, I would upgrade to the next greatest and biggest and greatest thing. But I stopped at this one. I really like that one. For the kind of metal detecting hobby / treasure hunting I do, that one's perfect. I don't need nothing any more fancier. That does exactly what I want to do. Now, they do got one out. Garrett has put, that's a Mind Lab, but when Garrett's put a new one out, I forgot the name of it. Oh, heck. But anyway, it's. I've been watching videos on it. That thing is super great. I mean, it'll find a speck, just a speck of copper or brass or gold or whatever in a big old pile of dirt, 2 feet deep. Well, maybe not 2 feet, but a good 16 inches. I've been watching Aqua Trigger on YouTube, Bo. He's using it, and that thing's super awesome. It's so accurate. But anyway, it's quite pricey too. So, another year or two, maybe 2 years, that thing will drop down to a everyday average price, and I might get it then. But anyway, wow, that was a long way of saying I need to find a place to put that. But what I'm going to do right now, because I am starving, I picked these chops up yesterday. Was it yesterday? I don't know. I have no concept of time. I don't follow a calendar or nothing. Anybody who travels full time or bums around, whatever you want to call it, you understand. You have no concept of time. You just know it's daytime and it's nighttime. That's all you know. But anyway, I picked these up at Walmart. These some breakfast chops, thinly cut. That's the way I like them. Well, let's get technical about it. Boneless pork chops thin. But I got them for $5. There's 6 in there. Now you can get them thicker, but I call them breakfast chops. But I like these thin breakfast chops because they're great for sandwiches. They're great to cut up and put in salads or some kind of soup you made or a rice dinner. They're pretty. There's various things you can do with them. Couldn't think of that fancy word I wanted to use, but anyway, you know, they're you can do almost anything with them. I'm gonna cook all these up because I don't like having raw meat in my refrigerator very long. These have been in there for a while, longer than what I want. There's 6. I'm gonna cook them all up. I'll probably eat 3 and then save the other 3 either for breakfast, cook a couple of eggs and eat them with breakfast, or I might save them for lunch tomorrow to put in rice in the meal or something like that. But anyway, I'm gonna cook all of them up. I'm gonna have 3 and make me just some simple sandwiches. I think I got some chips. Yeah, I see some. So I'll probably make me 2 pretty decent, you know, sandwiches, some cheese and sauces and stuff on it. And I got a new sauce I'm trying. Oh my goodness. Talk about nothing. I bought the Arby's horsey. What? I didn't even notice that. I thought it was horse radish. It's horsey sauce. Horsey. Well, anyway, that's what I know. I do like it. I've had it, you know, at the restaurant. So, you know, Walmart sells all these restaurant type stuff like this. Taco Bell, Diablo sauce. I love this stuff. It don't take much though. It'll light you up. But I've been buying them, and they might have had it before, but I've never noticed it. But I just noticed it this time at the store, so I grabbed me one. $2.87, I think it was, maybe $2.97. But it's another one of them sauces. It just takes a little bit. It don't take a whole lot, so that'll last a long time. But anyhow, that's what I'm gonna do. I'll make a sandwich, put that on there, some cheese. Don't have any lettuce or anything or that nature because I haven't been in the mood for it. But I'll doctor it up to something, and that's gonna be my lunch/dinner. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna do it by myself. Everybody knows how to turn the stove on, throw some meat in the pan. I ain't got to sit there and show all that. All right, I'll be back later, more likely in the morning when I decide to change my oil in the van. See you then. All right, everyone, I'm up and moving around. We're gonna first check out my beautiful campsite. Like I said, we've been here a bunch of times. Most of y'all have seen it, but just in case you haven't. But we're up early. Not super early, it's 8 o'clock, but we're gonna get this oil change done real quick before people start coming in and out. So some of the things, well, the things that I need, yours might be a little different, but it's basically, in theory, it's gonna be the same thing. I got me a tarp. This is my multi-use tarp. I use it for everything. Cover the generator with it. Use it to lay on the ground. I just use it for everything. I got my catch pan to catch my oil in. I got my oil filter wrench. I got a crescent wrench to take the plug out of the oil pan. I have my oil filter and my oil. So when I drain the oil in this pan, I'm gonna pour the new oil in the motor and take the old oil and pour in this jug. And that's pretty much it. Now I won't be able to show you all this step by step, every little detail, because I just want to get here and get it done. You're not really, excuse me, not really supposed to be doing this out here in these national woods, national forests. It's a big no-no. It's frowned upon, but like I said earlier, it's when you don't have no place to do it, you gotta do what you can do. Just be responsible about it. So I'm saying all that. Yes, this is my little mini garage. Keep my heating fuel and a few odds and ends, but yeah, I won't be able to show you every little steps, you know, every little thing I do. I'm just gonna get in here, knock it out, and get it done. All right, I'll see you here in a little bit. All right. Oh, let me get my fat belly in here. real quick, what you're gonna want to do is get your pan, get everything ready, and then find the oil plug. I know it's dark under here, I'm doing the best I can, but you find your oil pan. This is the transmission pan. You want to get the oil pan of the engine, which is right there. Then you want to locate your drain plug, which mine's right there. You get your drain pan under there. Usually what I do, I'll crack that and get it loose. Then I'll slide my drain pan under and then take the plug away out and let it drain. And then locate your oil filter. After you locate your oil filter, you take your oil filter wrench, put on there. It should only be hand tight. But you loosen it up, take it off. I do it last because I drain my oil out, and then I slide my drain pan over there underneath that because it's going to leak some too. Take it out, let it drain, put your new one on. Make sure the old gasket is off so you don't double gasket because it will pour out and leak. Put the new one on, clean up your mess, check everything, make sure it's tight. Put your new oil back in the engine. That's pretty much it. All right, I got the oil drained. You can see I changed the filter. Make sure your filter is hand tight. Don't ever use a wrench to put it on there real tight. Just do it by hand. About as tight as you can get it with your hand is good enough. Make sure your drain plug is tight. Don't crank it down so hard that you're trying to twist it off, but make sure it's good and tight. Make sure everything's clean, don't make a mess. So the next step is I'm gonna roll this tarp up, put it up, get the oil in the engine, and then put the used oil in these jugs, get everything cleaned up, put it back in my little garage here, and we're done. Probably 10 minutes. Now your newer vehicle, this is an older vehicle, it's a 2008. Your newer vehicles, a little bit more work to it. You gotta take a belly pan off and all this stuff. Super easy, just more steps you gotta do. Mine's an older style. It's real easy, you just crawl under here and there it is. Take the plug out, drain it, put it back in. So it's a little bit more simpler, but still it don't take very long. Average oil change should be, well, if you're able to get under, can jack it up and get under it. Average oil change 15-20 minutes, and that's just taking your time, no rush. I can do this one in about, counting putting the oil in, I can do this one in about 10 minutes. But anyway, let me quit yapping, get this finished up before anybody starts poking around seeing what I'm doing. All right, we're done. We got everything cleaned up. Can't even tell we did anything. What I'm going to do now is adjust the camera. But actually what I'm going to do now, and the sound's going to be different because the wind decided to start blowing 191 mile an hour, so I put my microphone on. But I'm going to go explore the shoreline. We're just camped right there. I'm going to just walk around and get a little exercise. But I want to go down there and explore the shoreline of the water. Now I could, about to drop the camera. I could walk down that gravel road over there and get there easier and faster, but what fun is that? Yeah, the camera's gonna be shaky, bouncy because I'm tripping and stumbling through the woods here. Ooh, that air's got a little chill to it coming off that water. If I get out here in the sun, it won't be that bad. Little dry leaves got my sinuses acting silly, but I enjoy it. I like it. I got my metal detector from my storage yesterday. I would like to use it out here because this is Civil War. We're in prime Civil War country. They came right through here. Well, I don't know about this exact spot right here, but they came through this forest. There's Civil War graves all over, hundreds of them marked, identified. And there's a lot of Civil War history here. And I would love to be able to metal detect, but this is a, I about did a cartwheel. But this is a federal forest, state forest, however you want to say it. absolutely no metal detecting allowed, and they strictly enforce it. And I don't blame them, because I don't see the harm in metal detecting on the ground, but you'll have these greedy yahoos that start messing with them graves, start digging them up and stuff, thinking there's going to be Confederate or Union, uniforms and stuff in there, which is worth a lot of money. So that's the reason they don't allow it. I'm just assuming. I mean, that's not written down nowhere, but that's usually how it goes. Somebody's putty did something stupid and messed it up for everyone. But anyway, man, they got the lake down low. Well, this actually isn't the lake. Technically, it is Kentucky Lake, but it's not the main body that everyone knows as being the lake. This is actually the river. But they still got the water level down low. Got the island. I don't know, the sun's pretty bright. It may be washing it out. But all the islands are showing. The sandbars. Oh man, it's pretty nice out here in the sun. I know you can't see nothing because of the time of day. It's probably washing the video out. But I think I'm going to walk around, just explore the shoreline. There's a duck blind down there. They're not here right now, so. Is that hang on, folks. I am distracted again. I kind of think I see a boat that sunk over there, but maybe I do, maybe I don't. It's so far away I can't tell. I see the light shimmering on something out in the middle of the water on that sandbar. But anyway, what was that? Oh yeah, I got oh man, I'm dry leaves. I'm already sniffling. Feel like I'm sneezing, but I got a friend. I got a drone that I've had forever, but I left it at a friend's house one time, out west, out there in Arizona. I left quite a bit of stuff there. Kind of like, I wouldn't say storage, but just a safe spot to leave it. And the time I left it there, I was intending on being back within a couple weeks, maybe maybe a month or whatever, pick my stuff up. It was just because what I was doing at that particular time, I didn't want to carry all that with me. But anyway, good grief, why do you always got to drag everything out? The point of saying all that is, I contacted him. He's going to ship all that to me. Well, yeah, I mean, ain't like a lot. It's only about 3 or 4 items, electrical items, pretty expensive. iMac, MacBook, whatever you want to call it. I'm old-fashioned. I call it iMac. But a MacBook and my drone and a few other items. He's going to ship them to me, so I'll be getting my drone here soon. Actually, he put it in the mail a couple days ago, so I should be getting it. Well, based on the mail, how it runs, I should be getting it Saturday, Monday, something like that. So anyway, I'll be getting my drone back. That's what I was trying to say. Maybe start playing with it again. I'd like to have it today, even though it's too windy, really. But it'd be cool to have it today. Man, that water's choppy out there. You probably can't see it because of the sun, but on this side of the sandbar, it's pretty smooth. But you go on the other side, an actual channel, it's white capping pretty bad. But anyway, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna walk the shoreline, just kind of get some exercise, see what's laying out here, and I'll probably bring you back later. So go do something, go find something to do, and I'll be back. Greetings and salutations and hello and all that. It's been several days since I last talked to you. Actually, it's been probably a week, a little bit over a week. But anyway, it's still windy out there and it's cold. That's something else. We had a little cold snap come through. Side note, got my drone, but the winds have been blowing a pretty steady 20 mile an hour all week. This little cold spell come through. You can probably hear my little diesel here clicking and clacking away. It's been down in the 20s, low 30s during the day, and then low 20s at night. But it's warming back up today. Let me see what we got going on here. It's 37 right now, but it's kind of early. It's supposed to hit 48 today, and then tomorrow, temperature's going to go back up to normal. Just keep climbing back up to like 60s. But anyway, I've been cooped up in here for the past 3 days because it's just been windy and cold and miserable. But I'm up and going this morning. I'm having my coffee right now. I had me a little oatmeal for breakfast. So I'm going to get dressed, get bundled up, and we're going to go outside because I can't sit in here no more. It rained off and on, snowed all day yesterday, windy and cold. Wind chill was 17. I laid up in here all day being a bum, but I'm about to lose my mind. I got to get out. So that's what I'm going to do. And if you'll notice, begin the video how green and pretty it was. Well, it's not like that out there no more. You'll see when I get out. So give me just a minute to get dressed. I'm already had my coffee pretty much. I'm wide-eyed and bushy-tailed. So let me get dressed, get motivated. We'll get outside and look around. All right, we're out. That wind still got a little snap to it. She's cold. But as you can see, it looks a little different around here. A lot of leaves are falling. Not much green left. It went from green straight to brown almost. That little freeze coming through, hard freeze. Pretty rough on it. But anyway, man, it's cold. I'm just not used to it. I ain't been in the cold in a long time. This is camp. Beautiful sunny day. It's sunny out there. It's just we're under this tree canopy. A little bit later in the day, we'll get some sun there for about 2 hours. A little bit over there. You can see it's pretty windy. I just want to get the drone out. I'm just not going to take a chance of losing it. I haven't flown it in probably a year. So I have to get back used to it again. I played around with it a little bit yesterday, just inside. And the camera on it, I can take pictures and download them. This drone don't use an SD card. It Bluetooths to your phone or computer, whatever you're using. I can take pictures, receive them. It has 2 cameras on it. A front-facing camera that you can rotate 360, and it has a camera on the belly of it that's stationary. Well, I can take video with the camera on the belly and receive it and play it back. But the camera on the front, I'm only receiving sound. I don't know why I'm not getting a video with it. So that's kind of a bummer. That's the one I actually want to use, as far as flying it around. And now it works as far as flying and you use your phone as a monitor. It sends images back to the phone so you can see all that while you're flying, but it won't record it. It's only recording sound. So I don't know what's going on there. Fiddle around with it. Maybe I don't know. I'm not that technical savvy, so I might not even worry about it, to be honest. I just enjoy flying it around and looking, going to places that I can't get to physically, like that island out there or something like that. So I might not even worry about it. But anywho, this is camp. I think I'm going to shut this video down right here because I ain't got nothing planned for the next few days. I'm just hanging out, being a bum, doing what I do. And I need to get this one up and get it rendered and edited and all that, which, y'all know me. I don't do a lot of editing. And believe it or not, I yap. As much as I yap, I got to cut a lot of it out. I usually cut my videos. I used to take out about half of it because I ramble so dadgum much. Anyway, that's the plan, friend. So I just want to say hello to all my friends, family, subscribers, all my friends up North Dakota. They're up there freezing their butt off right now. Well, they're probably not. That's normal to them, but it's done turned winter up there. I left just in time. But yeah, you know what I'm gonna say. Get out there and enjoy life. Don't waste it. If you don't do nothing but take a little stroll in the woods behind your house, just get out and do something. You ain't got to spend money to get out and do stuff. Go to your local park in your town, walk around, or if you got a river or a creek, get out there and sit beside it and read a book or whatever. Just get out of that house. It's life's short. When today's gone, it's gone forever. You're never going to get it back. No redos, no takebacks. It's done. And it's took several years for me to realize this. I'm guilty myself. I wasted a lot of my younger years just hooting and hollering and acting like an old goofball. I wish I could go back and do it over, but you can't. When you spent it, it's gone. There's no return on that investment. So use it wisely. Anywho, I see you guys next time. God enjoy life, and God bless you.